Trust is one of the most basic foundations of a healthy relationship. Without it, your relationship would start to crumble, even if you're otherwise great in every other aspect. If you're having trust problems with your boyfriend and it's been going on for a while, you must address it immediately before it will cause permanent damage to your relationship. Trust may seem difficult to build, but it really isn't, if you know the right approach. In this article, let me show you 7 important ways you can build trust with your boyfriend. Number 1. Acknowledge that you're having trust issues. Maybe you lost your trust in each other during the course of your relationship. Or maybe one or both of you simply find it hard to trust people. Whatever the reasons may be, it's incredibly important that you acknowledge that you're having trust issues. If one of you continues to deny the fact that you have trust issues, or they continue to minimize the issue like there's nothing to talk about and fix, not only will you not be able to improve your relationship, you'll also end up resenting each other even more. If you don't try to take this step, it's certainly possible that your partner won't even realize that trust is an issue, whether coming from him or from you. This is especially the case if he's so used to mistrust in a relationship that it's normal for him. Number 2, both of you should commit to working on it. Building trust takes time and would involve a lot of steps, especially if it's broken many times. If you truly love each other, you should be willing to commit to building trust 1000%. That means you both should be willing to do something a little bit uncomfortable and a little bit forced at the beginning. It also means you have to double up on patience. Otherwise, nothing will change. You might be a little uncomfortable sharing your past. Well, try. It might feel like he's forcing you to report to him when you're out with your friends. Well, just do it. If only one of you is willing and the other finds it too much, nothing will happen. You have to compromise and negotiate when you're trying to build trust. Number 3, forgive and stop pointing fingers. So they broke an important promise to you. It's totally understandable if you're still furious at him because of it. But what's done is done, and if you decided to stay with your boyfriend because you still have faith in your relationship, then you'll have to forgive and stop blaming him for his mistakes. You can't just sit and wait for your anger to subside before you decide to forgive him or blame and punish him so that he'll get better. That's toxic and manipulative behavior. And if that's what you're going to do, you might as well break up. If you really want to rebuild trust, you should do your best to have a fresh start. As difficult as it may be, forgive. Being gentle is the only way to go if you want to work on building trust. Number 4, make him feel like a hero. As outdated as this first sounds, making your man feel like a hero doesn't involve costume roleplay, unless you're into that, or acting like a damsel in distress. In fact, it delves much deeper into how men are wired. There's a new theory which is coined and explained by James Bauer called the hero instinct. In his popular book, His Secret Obsession, Bauer explains how activating the hero instinct can make your man regain interest in your relationship and build trust over the long term. So why will making him feel like a hero help make him want you more? Treating him like a hero will activate 3 very important drives in every man. The need to feel appreciated and valued, to be respected, and to provide for those he loves. The simple truth is that your man doesn't necessarily want to be an action hero, but he does have a biological urge to be your hero. And it's easier to do than you think. How do you do it? You have to find little ways to make him feel like your everyday hero. The best way to learn how to trigger the hero instinct in your guy is to watch the free online video that I've linked in the description below. James Bauer reveals the simple things you can do starting today to bring out this very natural male instinct. When you trigger the hero instinct, you'll see the results immediately. When a man genuinely feels like your hero, he'll become more loving, attentive, and interested in being in a committed, long-term relationship with you. Check out the free video in the description below. Number 5, discuss the times you feel like you can't trust each other. You should talk to your partner about your trust issues, simply so that both you and him know exactly what your problems are and maybe even the reasons why they exist in the first place. Maybe they're suspicious when you don't reply to their messages in a timely manner, or maybe you don't believe them when they say they'll start saving up for your wedding. You have to talk about these things without fear, because these problems already exist in your relationship. It's much worse if you won't talk about it. Just make sure you're not doing it in an accusatory manner. You don't have to count the times you feel like you can't trust them to prove that they're a bad partner. Do it to be objective and to see each other's patterns instead. Number 6. Make your relationship a safe space to talk about anything. Make your boyfriend feel safe to tell you anything. Don't judge him. Don't throw a fit. Don't make it about you. We have all gone through different things in our past. Sometimes those events will make it hard for us to trust, and that is truly unfortunate. However, we're not any less deserving of good things in life simply because of that. On the contrary, it means that we deserve a kind and understanding ear. It is a very human need to feel understood and heard. It helps to be aware of and to practice understanding, and maybe then those wounds will heal and trust will once more come easily. Number 7. Set new relationship rules. Ask him what would make him feel like he can trust you. Ask yourself what can make you trust him. If your imagination goes wild when he's out with other people because you once caught him flirting with a girl at a bar, then ask yourself if you can trust them to go out drinking in bars again. If you still can't, then give them a chance to prove to you that you can trust them again by setting some rules in your relationship. Maybe you should ask him to go out less or send you messages when he's out. And maybe he should go home before midnight too. Is it too stifling? Maybe. But they've committed something that's eroded your trust, and they should try to make you feel safe again. As a partner, it is their duty. However, if your boyfriend didn't do anything at all, yet you still have an anxious attachment style, then you should make the change. Of course, this won't be easy for you, so he should also do his share.